A local woman says she was fired for pumping breast milk at work shortly after she'd given birth. Her employer argues, though, it was for other reasons. And the issue has highlighted another problem. Many women say they don't know their rights when it comes to pumping at work. News 4 investigator Lauren Traeger wants other moms to know laws exist to protect you.
It's definitely not easy leaving these adorable bundles of joy and going back to work after giving birth. For many moms, it means plugging in and pumping. The sound unforgettable.
You spend hours and hours a day pumping and cleaning. Yeah, it was a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of energy.
Mom Rochelle Lee breastfed 2 kids of her own, and then a couple years ago decided she wanted to give other couples the greatest gift.
It's the best thing that somebody could do.
She's been a surrogate or gestational carrier 3 separate times.
There's no way to describe that other than just pure happiness.
And each time she donated her breast milk.
I decided I was still going to pump. I wanted somebody's baby to get it.
Many experts argue breast milk is best for babies, rich in nutrients, antibodies, and all natural. After her most recent surrogacy, Lee asked for time to pump during her schedule as a hairdresser at the Julius Monroe Salon in O'Fallon.
It just didn't happen. It just wasn't put on the schedule.
So she would squeeze in pump sessions whenever she could.
I didn't know what my rights were at the time.
Using the break room shared by employees and the salon's owner.
At one point, the owner's husband was actually back there while I was pumping one day because I didn't have anywhere else to go.
And she says she'd pump in the car on the way to work, tucking hands-free collection cups in her bra and then wearing them into the salon. Here's a picture of what it looked like, the tube sticking out of her clothes.
Once I got to work, I would go in and I would empty my collection cups, store it so that I could start my day.
But Lee says her boss didn't like that.
She said that I wasn't allowed to bring my breast pump into work anymore.
Lee pushed back.
I just was very confused on why she didn't want me to come in with it. And so she just kept saying that she had a business to worry about.
Not long after, she was fired.
Do you think you were retaliated against?
Yeah, absolutely.
For pumping at work?
Yes.
I thought this was unbelievable.
Lee's attorney, Edwin Ernst, has filed suit against the salon.
It's a balancing act so that nursing mothers can have their jobs and continue to pursue their careers and dreams without fear of being fired.
But federal laws protecting nursing moms are pretty new, passed under Obamacare. They require employers, regardless of the number of employees, to provide reasonable break time from work to express breast milk for 1 year after the child's birth. The law also requires a place other than a bathroom that is shielded from view and free from intrusion from coworkers and the public. We went to Julius Monroe Salon to get answers about Lee's situation and ultimately sat down with their attorney, Joel Eisenstein.
She was doing it on her own. It wasn't something that was medically required.
Who adamantly denies any discrimination.
Were her rights to pump violated at work?
Not at all.
Was she accommodated to pump at work?
She was. Yes, that was not a problem.
Instead, Eisenstein says Lee was fired because of complaints from clients about her work.
The problems with her performance are well documented, and that's an issue that we will prove at court.
Though Eisenstein also had some confusion on the law,
She could always have gone into the restroom had she chosen to do that.
he maintains that the salon had a right to tell Lee not to wear her pump into work.
I think an employer has the right to protect its business interests and to do things that are not offensive to the patrons.
Their battle now heading from the workplace to a courtroom. Lee says she just wants other moms to know they have rights.
I just don't want what happened to me to happen to others. I don't want you to feel like you have to pick between having a job and a career and being a good mom.
Lee's attorney acknowledges Lee was written up 18 months before she was fired, but he says to argue her job performance justified terminating her is just, quote, made up after the fact. Now, a number of laws could apply in a situation involving pumping in the workplace: pregnancy-based discrimination, hostile work environment, and the laws regarding break time and a designated place to pump. some employers may be exempt from some of the laws. Have questions about your rights? We've got a ton of additional information on our KMOV mobile app, including links to the EEOC and the Department of Labor. I'm Lauren Traeger, News 4 Investigates.